We have spheres today. Show that the equation represents a sphere and find the center and the radius. So we have two equations right here. X squared, number one, x squared plus y squared plus z squared plus 8 squared minus 2z. 8x minus 2z equals 8. Number two, 2x squared plus 2y squared plus 2z squared minus 2x plus y plus 4y plus 1 equals 0. So let's go ahead and solve this one. So let's solve number one first. We have number one. So let's go ahead and we're gonna put the x's with the x's and the y's. We're gonna group them. So we have x squared plus 8x. Let's put some parentheses here. 8x. Do we have any more x's? No. Plus, let's put some more parentheses. We have y squared. Do we have any more y's? Doesn't look like it. So plus 0y plus z squared minus 2z, right? So we equals 8. Okay, so now that we have grouped them together, we are actually going to complete the square for each of these portions that we have separated. So we're gonna have to go back to our algebra days, and the formula for completing the square is x plus b minus 2 squared plus c minus b over 2 parentheses squared. All right, so let's start with the first one. We have x squared plus 8x. So let's go ahead and complete the square for this one. So x, b will be 8. 8 divided by 2, that's 4. So plus 4 squared. Our c, it's going to be 0. So what we're basically saying is x squared plus 8x plus 0. A, B, C. C is 0. So that's why we're gonna put 0 here. Minus b divided by 2. B is 8 divided by 2 is 4 squared. That's 16. So we're done with that one. Let's go ahead and do this one, y squared plus 0y. We put the 0y just to as a placeholder, not to confuse ourselves. Y squared plus 0y. That's how it's looking so far. Complete the square again. Y plus 0 squared, because 0 divided by 2 is 0, right? Plus 0, c minus 0, right? So we're done with that one. You don't need this. I'm just using that as a placeholder. Now z. Z squared minus 2z. So remember, I'm getting these ones from these ones. We're completing the square for each one of these. So this one for that one for this one, that one for this one. Okay, so let's complete the square. Z minus, because that's a negative 2. Negative 2 divided by 2, that's 1. There is no c value, so 0 minus 1, right? Because negative 2 divided by 2 is negative 1. You square that, that's positive 1, but we're subtracting, so it's a 1. Okay, so now we're left with now let's go ahead and put this in into the form of the equation of the sphere. So that's going to be x plus 4 squared plus plus y plus, actually let's just put y squared, we don't need that, plus y squared plus z minus 1 squared equals, so remember we have an 8 here, so it's 8. That's how it's looking so far. 8. So that's negative 16, 0, negative 1. Negative, combine these ones. Negative 16 minus 1, that's negative 17. So there's negative 17. So we're going to add a 17 here. And 8 plus 17, I can't do that in my head. What is that, 25? 25. All right, so now this is going to be x plus 4 squared plus y squared plus z minus 1 squared equals 25. All right. Okay, 25. But this is asking, the question is asking for the center and the radius. So this is pretty much your sphere formula equation, your sphere equation. So our center is going to be, if you don't know already the equation for the sphere, I suggest you review it. Just look it up, that's it. So our center is going to be negative 4, right? Negative 4. 0, right? 0. That'll be positive 1. That's going to be your center. C equals that. This is your center, right? And then your radius, just take the square root of that, that's going to be 5. Now let me confirm if this is correct. So it is correct. And that's how, let me step back. So it is correct, and that's how we do it. Just like that. And if you're confused as to where I got these numbers, just look at the look up the equation of the sphere, your textbook notes, whatever. I don't really know. And then just, because that'll be x minus, I think, a, y minus b or whatever, z minus c or whatever. So now you know where I got these numbers as a radius. Let's go ahead and move on to number 2. So let's do number 2. 2x. Okay, so this one, we cannot have anything other than a number 1 in front of the x squared, just like that one. That one's good, this one isn't. So we're gonna have to fix this. So this is gonna be a little different from the previous one. So let's go ahead and we're gonna put this 1 right here. So basically just subtract 1 from both sides. So we're gonna have, let's just erase. We're gonna have 2x squared plus 2y squared plus 2z squared minus 2x plus 4y equals negative 1. Right, we just moved the 1 to that side. So we have that. So let's divide all of this by 2, because they have all of this has, well, everything from here, from the 4 to the 2 has 2 in common. So we're going to divide everything, including the negative 1, by 2. So divide both sides by 2. So we're going to be left with x squared plus y squared plus z squared minus x plus 2y equals negative 1/2. All right. So after this, we are going to, again, we're going to separate the x's with the x's, the z's, and blah, blah, blah. So let's go ahead and do that. Parentheses, x squared. Is there another x here? Yes, there is. There's a minus x. Let's put a 1x just to not confuse ourselves. Plus, what else we have? Y squared plus 2y. Do we have any other y's? No, that's it. Plus z squared. I like to put like a 0z, just as a placeholder, just so I don't get confused, minus negative 1/2. Now let me check if this is correct. Next, yep, y plus 2y. All right, z. All right, so everything seems fine. So now we're going to go ahead and complete the square again. Again, if you forgot the formula for completing the square, it is the one I'm going to use. You can, I think there's like more formulas or whatever, but the one I'm going to use is x plus b over 2 squared. What else? Oh yeah, plus c minus b over 2 squared. So that's the formula we're going to use for completing the square. So let's start off with this one. So you guys know the drill. So it's x minus 1 divided by 2. That's negative 1/2, right? 1 divided by 2 squared. Our c is 0, right? Our c is 0 minus 1/2 squared. So negative 1/2 squared, that's negative 1/4. Negative 1/2 squared, that's 1/4, but we're minusing it, so it's just negative 1/4, right? That's just it. Let's see what else. Let's do the other one. Let's do y. So we have y plus, let's see, negative, that's positive 2. Positive 2 divided by 2, that's a positive 1 squared plus our c is 0 minus 2 divided by 2, that's 1 squared, that's 1. Now let's do this one, z. Z plus 0 squared, because 0 divided by 2 is 0. Our c, we have no c value and we also have no b value, so plus 0. Now let's go ahead and put this, add all of this together. So we have, let's see what we have. We have x minus 1/2 squared plus y plus 1 squared, y plus 1 squared plus z, that's just z squared, that's z squared. Z squared equals to negative 1/2. Now let's go ahead and add this stuff. So that's this doesn't count. Let's see, negative 1/4 plus, minus 1. That will be, let's see, let's do some math. Negative 4 over 4 minus 1/4. That looks like it equals negative 5 over 4. Did I do that right? Negative 4 or 4, negative 5 over 4. Okay, so now we're gonna have to add this, because we originally have this on this side, right? I'm just not putting it here, but we want to put this to this side. So we're going to have to add, we're gonna have to add positive 5 over 4 to both sides. So if we add positive 5/4 to this side, this one cancels out, and we add positive 5/4 to 1/2. So positive 5 over 4. Yeah, remember this side originally was going to be on, this number was originally going to be on this one, but I just did not write it down. So just add 5/4 to both sides. And then 5 over 4 to both sides. So now we have 5 over 4 minus 1/2 times 2 over 2. This one turns into 2 over 4. That equals to, what is that, 3 over 4? 3 over 4, let's see. 2, 3, okay, 3 over 4. Okay, so now the formula for this sphere is going to be, alright, this. So it's going to be x minus 1 over 2 squared plus y plus 1 over 2. What did I get? Yeah, squared plus y plus 1 squared plus z squared equals to 3 over 4. 3 over 4. Now, this is your formula for the sphere. The center is basically, it's going to be 1/2 opposite of that, opposite of this, opposite of positive 1 is negative 1. And that's 0, right? Because there's nothing here. And then our radius, just take the square root of this. Take the square root of that if you want the radius. That's going to be square root of 3 over 2. So we already found, actually let me confirm if this is correct. So that is correct. So that is how you solve this stuff using completing the square. So yeah, that's it.